So inside of your core, what you're going to do is on the left-hand side, you're going to go down to spaces. You'll also see three different views up here: a tile view, a list view, and a map view. What we recommend is coming and either selecting one of your groups, selecting a keyword, a property type, or selecting one of the filters. So if you want to select building square footage between 2,000 and 4,000 square feet, select one of those filters, add it here, and then search. If you want to pick one of your groups, you can come down here and we'll say industrial properties, or we'll say, let's find all our vacant spaces. So in this case, I'm going to click vacant spaces. I'm going to come over here and I'm going to click list view. And now what I want to do is I want to be able to select and do an analysis on these multiple floors. So I have floor 1, suite 101, suite 102, suite 103, 104, and 105. You're able to select up to 5 spaces you want to analyze. Once you select the 5, 3, 4, 2, or even 1 space you want to analyze, just come over here and say export, lease analysis. When you click lease analysis, now you can come in here and you can give it a name. In this case, I might want to put 300 Hempstead Turnpike. Maybe I want to call this Matthew Smith. Maybe I want to call this M. Smith Incorporated. It really just depends on whether you're doing tenant rep or you're doing owner rep. Select down here what kind of type, owner rep or tenant rep. Select property type, retail, office, or industrial. You can add in total square footage, lease date, lease term, discount rate. In this case, maybe I'll put a 6% discount rate in here. My lease term is going to be 63 months. My lease date is probably going to be starting here on the 1st, and total square footage is going to be 5,000 square feet. We're doing a rolling 12 months, but you can also do a calendar. And then your DCF timing is going to be end of the month, beginning of the month, or end of year. If you come over to here to lease defaults and you look down here at lease defaults, now we can decide what do we want as default. Well, we want to use the CRM as commencement date because we brought in all the spaces in here. So we want to use the data that's inside of our core CRM. I'm also going to check this box as use CRM increase field for annual increases in spaces if the space has one, because I have that data in there as well. And if there is no space with the increases, then you can go put the annual increases, say 2%. We're going to have 3 months free rent, and then you're going to hit create. So let's go ahead and we'll name this MS Investments, and they're going to be a retail tenant. This is going to be for owner rep, and now I'm going to come over here and say create. Once I create this, now it's going to say, would you like to go ahead and view that lease analysis? And I'm going to say yes. Once I do, it's going to open up a new tab. Inside this new tab, now I'm going to be right into my presentation portion of my lease analysis. Now you can see it's owner rep, MS, investments, it's retail. This is the front of the building. I can come over here and I can go back to general data. My general data information will be in here. I can change it from modified gross to triple net or something else. I can add in renewal options, any expansions, or I can come right over here to lease data. I can add any different base rent, CAMs, taxes, or other information, and you can see my 2% increases are already in here, so that allows me to get my annual net effective and my monthly net effective. If I want to see a summary of the analysis, because it brought in all 5 properties, now I can do the analysis off these, and now I see my total rents, I see my rent rate, my total net effective rent, and when I click on presentation, now I can simply decide what I want in here, a cash flow summary, a lease schedule, and other information, and now I can save it as a PDF, email it, and e-publish. Hope you enjoyed this presentation for the ability to synchronize or export your spaces to our comparative lease analysis for owner rep and tenant rep.